Today I'm going to show you the proper way to use a rolling walker. Hi, it's Dr. Sarah here, your neighborhood physical therapist. I've been a physical therapist for over 12 years now, working extensively with the geriatric population and people after surgery. So I have taught thousands and thousands of people how to properly use a rolling walker. People might need a rolling walker if they have decreased strength, endurance, or balance for any number of reasons, but the main purpose of using a rolling walker is to maintain mobility. Using a walker properly can help reduce the risk for falls and be an energy conservation tool. So if you yourself are using a walker or you're caring for someone that's using a walker, watch this video for expert physical therapy advice, and please leave any comments or any questions for me in the comments section and any other ways that I can help. And I will also link a walker in the description if you need to buy one. So here I am sitting in a chair with the walker in front of me, and if I'm sitting in a chair with arms, that would be even better. This chair does not. So what I'm going to do is push from the chair that I'm sitting on to stand. So I'm not going to hold on to the walker and try to stand up like that, because sometimes when you do that, the walker tips on you, and that would not be safe. Much safer to push from the chair that you're sitting on. So here we go. We'll push from the chair to stand, and then we can put our hands on the walker. And when you're going to go sit back down, it's the same thing in reverse. You want to reach back with your hands to the surface that you're sitting on and slowly lower yourself down with control. What you do not want to do is just plop back down, holding on to the walker, because you see what happens, the walker can tip back on you, which would not be safe. So we want to push from the surface that we're sitting on to stand, and when we want to go sit back down, we're going to reach back to that surface to sit. So let's talk about walking with the walker. So what I like to tell people is when you're walking with the walker, imagine like this is a rectangle on top of the walker. So these sides make up two of the sides, and then the bar in front makes up the third side of the rectangle, and your body through your hips makes up this fourth side of the rectangle. So that's where you want to stay when you're walking, kind of lined up with this part of the walker. So you don't want to be walking like this, and you don't want to be walking like this too far in. So if possible, stay right here for best results. This is the way the walker is meant to be used to decrease risk for falls and to allow you to do more activity before getting tired. So also I will tell you that the walker has wheels in the front, no wheels in the back. This walker is meant to be pushed like a shopping cart. So rather than picking up the walker and stepping, we don't need to do that. Much better, safer to roll the walker along like a shopping cart. Now you might find yourself in a narrow, tight area where you do feel like you need to pick up the walker to turn. That's okay, that happens pretty much for everyone that uses a rolling walker. But if you can plan out your turn so that you're taking wider turns, kind of like this, so that you don't have to pick it up, it will give you the best support. So now I'm going to show you how to go up some stairs with a walker. Now please keep in mind, whatever step you're stepping up onto needs to be deep enough to accommodate all 4 points of the walker. You want all 4 points to be on a level surface at all times. So what I'm going to do is get my feet nice and close to this step, closer than I would if I was walking with the walker. And I'm going to place the walker up on the step. Next I'll go up with my stronger leg. We're going to say that's my right leg. Up. And then we'll get my feet close again, bring the walker up, and step up with the strong leg first. Now on the way down, we're going to do that in reverse. I'm going to have my feet very close to the edge of the step, carefully place the walker down, and now I'm going to go down with my weaker leg first. Say that's my left leg. Lowering myself down with control. And then I'm going to get myself close to the edge of the step, put the walker down, and go down with my weaker leg first. A little more information about rolling walkers for you, how to correctly size the walker. You know, there's these bones on either side of your wrist right here. If you're standing upright and you have your arms at your sides, that's where the handles should hit. That is the proper way to size a rolling walker to someone. Now that's not carved in stone. If it's a little higher or a little lower to a person's comfort, that's perfectly okay. And how you adjust the walker is you would just turn this walker upside down, have someone help you, or you can do it yourself. and we'll do a little zoom in here, but it's just a push pin that goes up and down, and that's how you adjust the walker on all 4 legs. You might notice that this walker has 2 wheels in the front but no wheels in the back. So if you live in a place where there is hardwood floor or tile floor, you might notice that the back legs are scraping against the floor or making a noise, or giving you friction when you're walking, making it more difficult. So what a lot of people do is they buy 2 tennis balls and make a cut on the top of the tennis ball and just put the tennis ball right underneath those straight legs of the walker. That can definitely help. Also, very important to remember to keep 2 hands on the walker all the time. So if you need to carry something from point A to point B, a snack, a book, whatever it is, there are trays that go on the front of the walker, and there are little bags that go on the front of the walker for that purpose, so that you can put whatever you need to carry on the tray or in the bag and keep both hands on the walker while you're transporting that object from point A to point B. Now, a very common question that I get is, should I get a walker like this, a rolling walker, or should I get a rollator walker, the one with 4 wheels and the seat and the brakes? And my answer to that is, if you are a person who is pretty steady on their feet and perhaps doing outdoor walking, I would get the rollator walker, the one with the 4 wheels and the seat and the brakes, because it's much easier to walk outdoors with it. It's faster, and there is a seat if you are a person that gets short of breath, to turn and sit on the seat is helpful. But if you are a person who is maybe not as steady on their feet and doing mostly indoor walking, I usually recommend this kind of walker because it is a little more steady. And if you're a person that has trouble keeping your body here and is often walking like this, I also recommend this kind of walker, because the other kind with the 4 wheels, it's speedier. And so it can, if you're already walking like this, it can kind of get away from people and can be dangerous in terms of risk for fall. So that's how I help people figure out which one is best for them. Another question that I commonly get asked is where to buy medical equipment. I'm linking in the description a great rolling walker as well as the tray table and a bag for your convenience. Other places people come across medical equipment, whether it's word of mouth and their family or friends, or senior centers or churches sometimes do lend them out.